Hello, good evening, everyone. Well, it's actually evening right now, and I'm filming. Um, you see, I'm using the platform Zoom to record this video because it's easier and it would be more convenient to have this discussion with you. Anyway, let me just introduce myself to you first. My name is Michelle V. Diodora. I am a public elementary school teacher here in the Philippines at Tagum City, and I also have a teaching license in Nevada, USA. I also am a TESOL certified teacher. So I have been teaching online for the past 5 years. For my first 2 years, from 2015 to 2017, I have been teaching Japanese students. Most of them were adults. There were also some who were kids. And right now, starting October 2017 until now, I am still teaching Chinese kids from pre-K to sixth grade or even high school. So yeah, so that's my background. While I am specializing in reading, I teach most of the students that I teach and the Chinese students that I teach are students who have zero English level. I also teach really advanced kids, like my students right now. I have lots of students who are already advanced in English, like they can speak fluently. So that's it. Now, for today's video, I'm going to share to you how to read words that end with the ed, because I have noticed that there is a problem with this one for most of Filipino kids. Well, actually not most, but I knew a lot of kids who are having a hard time reading this, even the ones who we consider as smart. So let us differentiate the sounds, okay? And I'm going to share to you my screen right now. Okay. So, okay, let me share my screen to you. All right, here. So there are actually just a few things that you have to remember when you'd consider the different sounds of ed. Okay. So anyway, I'm using Hopbook. It's Hooked and Phonics book. It's what I use for reading. Yeah. And but of course you also have to help your students improve their comprehension. Okay. And yeah, but for zero readers, I usually use this, or zero English levels in English, I usually use this book. So here, now there are three sounds of ed. Okay, let me share that to you. Ed, there are three sounds. Okay. All right, so we have ed, that's the first one. Okay, well, I'm not going to capitalize them. Ed. So the first sound is ed. Okay. Now, the second one is d. Okay. And the third one is t. Okay. Now I'm going to do it one by one so that you will see how it works. Okay. So here. Okay. How do you know if a word is pronounced, or if the word with ed is pronounced as ed at the end? Okay, now there are just two things that you have to remember. It's very easy, guys. So, um, okay, take note of this one. So, if the last letter of the base word is the root word, the main word, okay? The last, okay, so it has the sound ed if the last letter of the base word ends with uh, T or D. Simple, right? It's only when it ends, again, it only ends, or it only has the ed sound if the base word, or the if the base word ends with either T or D. Let me show you the example. Example here, ed, lifted, lifted. Okay, you see that? The base word of lifted is lift, and the last letter of lift is T. Okay, now that's how it goes. Then the second word we have here, ended. The base word of the word end is, word ended is end, and the last letter of the word ended is D. So That makes it ended. That's why it has the ed sound. Okay. Another one. This is the base word is band. Okay. Now because the last letter of the word band is d or d, when you add ed, it becomes banded. That's just it, okay? And the rest: melted, fitted, rested, lasted, hinted, dented, spotted, crafted, and trusted. So that's how it's pronounced. Now, I'm going to tell you the second one. Actually, I'm not. I'm going to start with the third one because it's easier. Okay. All right. So the ed sound. Okay, or the t sound. I'm sorry. Oh, what's this? I'm sorry. I'm using the link for my students. Okay, wait for a moment. Let me copy this, copy, and then let me write it from here. Okay, so the second one is T. Let me move to the next page. Okay, let me check. This. Okay, it's very easy as well. Just have to take note of some considerations. Okay, let me tell you. So here, you say the T sound, or you get to have the T sound if uh, the last letters of the base word is, or this. Okay, let me copy this one. I'm going to copy this. Okay, if the last letter of the base word is, okay, or if the last letter of the base word ends, or I'm sorry, there is something wrong with this, is either F, H, K, P, S, C, X. Okay, now let me tell you how that works. Okay, let me correct this one first. If the last letter of the base word is, let me check this one. I'm sorry. I don't often commit typos, but I just commit typos. It's my first time doing this video, so okay. If the last letter of the base word is either T or D. Okay. Now, how do you know? Okay, so you would know that the word has the t sound, even if it ends with ed, if the last letter of the base word is F, H, K, P, S, C, or X. Okay. Now, how do you know what the base word is? The base word, you just have to take out the ed. Okay. Let me show you the example. Okay, here. Okay, and this. So you just need to take out the ed. Okay. All right. And let us take notice of the last letters of these words, okay, of these base words. Okay. We have here kit. Okay, and that falls under letter K. So you say kicked. You don't say kicked. You don't say kick it. No, it's kicked. Now, the way you pronounce it is just you read the base word and then you just add T at the end. Kicked, kicked, kicked. Okay, that's just it. Again, base word plus T sound. That's just how it is, okay? And then we also have what asked, asked, asked. Okay, and we have the next word, helped. You see the last letter? It falls under letter P. Helped, helped. Okay, can you say that? Helped. Good job. Okay, now we have here, the next one is packed, packed, packed. Okay, you see that? It's letter K. So we have here as well, snapped, snapped. Okay, now that still falls under letter P, and then we have here fished. That falls under letter H. And then bumped. That falls under letter P. Flashed, flashed. That falls under letter H. blocked, that falls under letter K, and crushed, that falls under letter H, and we have stuffed, that falls under letter F. Okay, and we also have checked, so that falls under letter K. Now let me show you the examples of words that end with S that has the T sound. Okay, example: tossed. Okay. Wait for a moment. Tossed, crossed. Okay, and what else? Mm, tossed. Okay, so I'll give you just two examples. Now, the next one, if it ends with C. Okay, so, wait for a moment. I forgot some words that end with this, with C. I'll just go to X first, okay? Mixed, fixed, boxed. Okay, that's it. And for letter C, I'm gonna show you. Sliced, diced. Okay, minced. Okay, that's it. So you've got to consider these words. Okay, now we already have here the S. We also have here the X, and we also have here the C. Do you understand? Okay, so if you're having a hard time, you can tell me. Okay, and then for the rest of the letters, okay, especially for double letters, so the pronunciation is the last one that I'm telling you, the D sound. Okay, so I'm going to take a photo of that, and then I'm going to save the photo, and then go here. Let's go back here. Okay. Okay. So here, let's go to the D sound. You only say the D sound if the letters that were mentioned, either T or D or F, H, K, P, S, C, X, if the last letter of the base word does not belong there, that means the sound is D. Okay? Now, the problem is, how do you read it? Okay? Wait for a moment. I'm going to copy this one first. All right. So, if the last letter of the base word isn't, okay, is double, not necessarily double, let me just tell you, let me just say, not T, D, F, H, K, P, S, C, X. So if not is not, then this, if it's not T, D, F, H, K, P, S, C, X, so that means that it's, how do I say, it's not, or the sound is D sound. That's just it. Okay, now how do you read it? Again, it's the same thing. You take notice of the base word, and then base word, and then base word. Okay, let's underline the base words. Okay, take notice that most of them, those words that are not included in T, D, F, H, K, P, S, C, X, if you are how do you say, if you're going to use them with ed, so they become like double letters. Okay, uh see that? Wait. Okay, now here. Okay, so let me show you. Now what you have to do is you have to read it. Read this, read the base word, and then you just add D. Example, smelled, smelled. Okay, look at the last letter. Okay, we have L. Does it belong to T, D, F, H, K, P, S, E, X? You're right, it does not belong. So that's why the sound is D. Okay? Next, we have beg. So the base word is beg. You just need to add D at the end. Begged, begged. Okay, let us take notice of the last letter. Does it belong to TDFHKPSEX? Of course not. Okay, so you're right. That's why it's pronounced as begged. Okay, and then I'll move on to grabbed. Okay, grab, and you add D at the end, grabbed. That's it. Okay, we also have plan, and then you add D, planned. Okay, trim, and then you add D, trimmed. Buzzed, drilled, longed, rubbed, no, rubbed, slammed, quizzed, and stunned. Okay, so that's just how it is. That's how simple it is. Okay, so well, I hope that you understand the lesson, guys. And if you have questions, so please comment down below. Thank you very much for watching my video. See you on my next vlog. If you have requests, please tell me. Okay. Have a great day.